Hi, how's it going? Blazing Yeti here. In today's video, I'm going to explain how to start the special cargo business, how to source special cargo, how to avoid getting raids, how to complete the sale missions, and the fastest methods for filling up your warehouse. There's a lot to cover in this one, so before we get into it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more tutorials and tips. How to start special cargo. To run special cargo, you're going to need to be in a public lobby, so I suggest getting yourself into a solo public lobby. First thing you're going to need is a CEO office. If you don't have one, go to Dynasty 8 on your phone and buy the cheapest one. Once you have yourself a CEO office, you need to go to the computer and select special cargo, and then you can choose which warehouses you want. There are 3 types of warehouses you can buy: small, medium and large. A small warehouse will hold 16 crates and filled up will sell for 240,000. A medium warehouse can hold up to 42 crates and sells for 735k. A large warehouse can hold 111 crates and sells for 2,220,000. So at this point you have a couple of options here depending on how much money you have. You can either start off with small warehouses and work your way up to medium then large, or you can just start with the large ones as that's where the real money is. Small warehouses range from 250,000 up to 400,000. Medium warehouses range from 880,000 to 1,017,000. Large warehouses start at 1.9 mil and go up to 3.5 mil. The max amount of warehouses you can have is capped at 5, but I recommend saving up enough so you can have at least 2 large warehouses. And make sure that they're close together. I'll explain why when I get into the fastest way to source crates. Sourcing crates. When it comes to sourcing crates, you have 3 options. You can source 1 crate for 2k, 2 crates for 8k, or 3 crates for 18k. There is also something called special items that sell for a lot more, but they also cost a lot more. There are 6 special items. Film reel costs 19k and sells for 95k. Rare hide costs 21k and sells for 105k. Golden minigun costs 23k and sells for 115k. The ornamental egg costs 25k and sells for 125k. Large diamond costs 27k and sells for 135k. Rare pocket watch costs 30k and sells for 150k. To get special items, you need to be in a public lobby with at least 3 people in it, or the source mission will not activate. There is a chance you will get one every in-game day, every 48 minutes. This is not guaranteed, so if you do get one, you are lucky. You will know when you get one because the assistant will call you and tell you that you have one. Then you will need to go to either the office or the terabyte and you can start the source mission for it. So for once, this is the one phone call you do not want to ignore and answer every single time the assistant calls, just to be safe. Source missions. There are 18 different types of source missions, and there is a trick to some of these which will help you complete them much faster and more efficiently. Don't worry though, I'll get through them very quick. Standard pickup. This is the easiest one. All you have to do is go and pick up a single van and take it back to the warehouse. Trouble on the way back. This is the same as a standard pickup, however on the way back you will have enemies after you. But unlike vehicle cargo, you do not lose money if the vehicle is damaged, so just ignore them and keep driving and head back to the warehouse. Spooked. Sometimes when you get close to the cargo it will have moved position. You just need to go there and pick it up. Don't worry, it never moves far. Moving cargo. The cargo is being driven around in a van. Once you find it, you have 2 options here. If you stop the car in front of the van, you will force the van to stop briefly, giving you a chance to just walk up to the door and steal the van. Or you can get ahead of the van and shoot the driver. However, if you miss or don't kill them in one shot, the driver will get spooked and will start driving away faster, and then it becomes a chase. So I recommend the first option. Helicopter packages. When you arrive at the cargo, it will change into 3 helicopters. You just need to blow them up and each one will drop a crate. Deal gone wrong. When you arrive at the location, you will notice there has been a fight and 3 crates are spread out with a half-dead guy guarding it. Once you've collected a crate and you're on your way back, you will have some enemies coming after you, but once again you can just ignore them and get straight back to the warehouse. The crash site. You will arrive at the location and there will be a plane that has crashed and there are cops guarding it. You have 2 options here. You can either shoot all the cops and then call our good friend Lester and get that wanted level removed, or you can get yourself killed by the cops, will also remove the wanted level, and then you can take the crates back to the warehouse. Drop zone. There are 2 types of drop zones. The normal one, you just have to go to the location and throw a flare down and then 3 crates will drop within that location. The other one is when you get to the drop zone, the crates have been stolen by a Valkyrie. If this happens, you will have to shoot down the Valkyrie and it will drop 3 thieves. You just need to kill each one of the thieves and the crates will be revealed. I recommend taking out all of the thieves before you go back to the warehouse, simply because if you leave them running around, they will run around the map. Assassination job. In this one, you must complete an assassination job before they will tell you where the cargo is. you'll be asked to go to a vantage point where there is a sniper waiting for you, and your assistant will text you to tell you what the targets are. However, if you have an oppressor or a vehicle with some type of homing missiles, you can just point it in their direction and you will automatically lock onto them. Then you can take them all out. Once you do and the location has been revealed, you will have a wanted level on you. So don't forget, have Lester ready and then you can pick up the van. Multiple vehicles. This one is super easy if you know one thing. When it shows that there are 4 crates on the mini-map, watch it carefully, and the last one to stop flashing is the van carrying all of the cargo. Then it just becomes the same as a moving vehicle. You have 2 options. You can obviously stop the car in front of it, or you can shoot the driver, and then you just take it back to the warehouse. The Trackify searching. So this one is similar to the last one, however this time that you're told to check the Trackify app. Just bring your phone up and you're given a radar showing 3 blips on the map. You need to be quick here. When you bring your radar up, the last dot that appears is the van that you're looking for. Thieves. When you get to the location, you'll be told that thieves have stolen the cargo. You will need to take them out and get the cargo back. I suggest taking them all out before you take your cargo back to the warehouse. Gang ambush. In this one, when you get to the location, if you get in the van before taking any of the enemies out, they will trap you in an alleyway. If you're on the way to this one and you notice that there is a delivery truck on either side of the alleyway, blow those trucks up before you get in the van. That way you have a way out. Police ambush. So this one will look like a normal pickup, but as soon as you get inside the vehicle, police will spawn right next to you. We'll have our good friend Lester ready, and then you can remove that wanted level instantly. Gang fights. When you get to the cargo, 2 gangs will be fighting for it. Take them out and take it back to the warehouse. On the way back, you will have enemies chasing after you. Just ignore them like normal. Also, if you leave the gang to fight each other, the winner will take the cargo and it will become a chase. Cargo on the sea. Sometimes the cargo is located at sea. You have 2 options here. First, you can go to the little dinghy that's shown you on the map and you can drive out there yourself and kill them and take the cargo. However, if you have an oppressor, you can just fly straight over there, shoot them down and collect the cargo. If you're on an oppressor and you're having trouble collecting the cargo at sea, just point the nose down slightly and you'll pick it up in no time. Stolen cargo. In this one, the cargo was stolen by a gang. You just have to go there, take out the gang and retrieve the cargo. On the way back, you will get enemies chasing you. So like normal, we just ignore them and get back to the warehouse. The police transporter. Sometimes when you get to the location, you will be told that the police now has it and you need to take it back from them. This is very similar to moving cargo mission, but I do not recommend shooting the driver this time. I suggest stopping the car in front and stealing the vehicle that way. As soon as you get in the vehicle, you will get a wanted level, so don't forget to have Lester ready. Police confiscation. With this one, the cargo vehicle is being detained by the cops. You will need to go to the location, take out the cops, steal the vehicle, and as you're leaving the police station, be ready to call Lester to remove the wanted level. Then you're free to take it back to the warehouse with no problems. Now you have sourced some crates for your warehouse, I'll explain how the raids work and then I'll go over the sale missions. Raids. The raid timer will start when you collect a certain amount of crates. Each warehouse has a different amount of crates needed to trigger the timer. Small is 12, medium is 30, large is 78. The raid timer is 5 hours, meaning that if you hit those numbers, the clock will start ticking right away. So unless you're planning to fill your warehouse up that same day, stop when the small warehouse reaches 9, the medium warehouse reaches 27, and the large warehouse reaches 75. If for some reason you do activate a raid, you can easily cancel it by finding a new session or closing the game, but you will lose 3 crates. However, I'd much rather lose 3 crates than lose my entire stock if the vehicle is destroyed. Selling stock. When it comes to selling stock, there are 4 types of sale vehicles, each with their own set of missions. But there are some things you can do to increase your chance of survival. If you go to the tool chest in your warehouse, you can upgrade the sale vehicles. To upgrade all of the vehicles, it will cost 1.25 million. They're not necessary, but I highly recommend getting them. Better to be safe than sorry. Depending on how many crates you are selling, will determine on how many vehicles you need for the delivery. If you are selling under 10 crates, you will only ever get 1 vehicle. Selling between 10 to 29 will give you 1 to 2 vehicles, and selling anything over 30 will give you 1 to 4 vehicles. Sale missions. There are 12 types of sale missions, but there are some tricks to each sale mission that will help you complete every one of them solo with ease. The first vehicle we're looking at is the Brigade. There are 4 types of missions for the Brigade. Standard drop-off. In this one, you have to drive 3 Brigades to a single drop-off point. Sometimes you will have nobody after you. However, there is a chance that you will have some enemies after you on the way there. There is also a chance that when you drop off your final vehicle, you will have to defend against 3 waves of enemies. clean drop off. This one is super easy as you'll have no enemies following after you. However, you do have to prevent any damage on the vehicle, but the bonus is only 9,000, so it's not worth worrying about too much. Multiple drop offs. You will have 3 brigades and you have to drop each one to 5 different drops. Don't worry, you will have plenty of time to complete this one. However, there is a chance that when you drop one off, that you could either have rival gangs or the cops coming after you. If it's the rival gangs, just keep driving and don't worry about them too much as they don't do much damage. However, if it's the cops, just call our good old friend Lester, Trackify. Sometimes you will have to find the drop using a Trackify app. Just bring up your phone and follow the dot to the location. You will not have any enemies after you on this one, and you will only ever have one vehicle for this mission, the Tugboat. The Tugboat has 2 missions and you will always have one boat. The standard drop off. With the standard drop off, you just have to get in the boat and drive it to the point marked on the map. Sometimes you will have enemies trying to shoot at you, but don't worry about them too much and just drive to the drop off point. Ambush. Sometimes when you reach the boat, there is a bunch of NPCs at the dock and you just need to take them out before you get in the boat and then drive it to the marked location. The Titan. There are 3 types of missions for the Titan and you will only ever have one Titan. However, all these missions have a chance of spawning enemy buzzards over the drops. Whenever you get a Titan drop mission, you will want to get in and out of the Titan so that the drop off points become visible on the map. Then either using your oppressor or the buzzard that spawns right next to the Titan, go to every drop off point and take out the buzzards that are guarding it before you fly the Titan over. The regular drop off. In this one, you just have to drop off supplies to either 5 or 10 drops depending on how many crates you have to sell. Low flying drop off. This is very similar to the regular drop, however you have to fly at low altitude to avoid the cops. If you do accidentally get the cops on you, just call Lester and remove the wanted level. Restricted area drop off. So sometimes when you reach the last drop, you will get the cops called on you. All you need to do is call Lester, remove the wanted level, and then the mission is completed. The Cuban 800. The Cuban has 3 types of missions and you can have up to 3 planes. In this one, much like the Titan mission, there is a chance that buzzards are waiting for you at the drop off points. So you need to do the same thing as before and get in and out of the Cuban, get in either the buzzard or the oppressor and take out the enemies before you drop off the goods. Regular drop off. In this one, you have to drop anywhere from 3 to 20 drop offs depending on how many crates you are selling. Low flying drop off. This is the same as the regular drop off, but you need to fly under a certain height to avoid the cops. Once again, if you get the cops called on you, just call Lester. Single drop off. Sometimes you will have a single drop, but there is a bunch of enemies waiting at you at the end. So if you get this one, you better go there with the oppressor or the buzzard first and take them out. Oh, and you have to land the plane. Now that's everything you need to know about the special cargo business, but I promised I would tell you the fastest method for filling up your warehouse, and seeing as you made it this far in the video, I'll show you the best time to money method as well. Fastest method for sourcing crates. So the reason I told you to buy 2 warehouses is because whenever you finish a source mission, there is a 5-minute cooldown before you can source another crate for that warehouse. To avoid the cooldown from stopping you sourcing any more crates, you need to source them for your second warehouse. To make this method work the best, you need a terabyte and an oppressor. Then you need to park the terabyte in between the 2 warehouses. This means that when you finish a source mission, you can go straight to the computer inside the terabyte and it saves the time going back to the office. Also, when you start a source mission from the terabyte, hang up on the assistant before you get on the oppressor and it will save you a few seconds when you try to leave. So for the best time to money ratio, you will always want to source 3 crates at a time and sell them at 27 crates. This way you avoid getting any large sale missions, and you will only ever get 2 vehicles at most, and it will only take you 30 to 45 minutes to get 27 crates, and you can sell those crates for 432,000. However, they do cost 162,000, giving you a profit of 270,000 every 30 to 45 minutes. If you sell in a public lobby, you will get a bonus for each player that is in the lobby, but I do not recommend that option unless you're feeling risky. Personally, my favourite thing to do is to fill up a large warehouse up to 75 crates and wait for there to be a double money event, and then I finish filling it to the top and then sell it. If you do this with 5 large warehouses, when you go to sell all of them, you will make 22 million if it's double money. Definitely worth it in my opinion. Overall, this business is a must-have for an active money grinder, and for everyone else you can just stockpile crates in it and save it for a rainy day. So I definitely think this is worth the investment and you should buy it. This was a longer video than normal because I tried to cover so much. However, if you made it this far, please let me know in the comments if I've missed anything, as it would help me out massively. And if you want more tutorials and tips, hit that like and subscribe button and help the channel out. It means a bunch. Thank you for watching, have fun grinding, and bye for now.